It's been 2 months since this Jacksonville mother was shot multiple times on the front porch of her Eureka Gardens apartment. And despite requesting a transfer, her family is still living in the same apartment, filled with horrifying reminders of that day. With nowhere else to go, they're turning to the ITeam.
They tell News 4 Jax beyond the fact no one has been arrested in this shooting, their home is still covered in blood and bullet holes.
The family's so upset they're now staying with relatives. Today, Channel 4's Heather Lee went to HUD and the property managers to get answers. Heather, how bad is this home for this mother and 2 babies?
Mary, there is blood everywhere, all over the kitchen floor. The bullet holes, those are still in the walls and in that front door. It is absolutely awful, and you'll see that in just a second. But the family says they have tried avoiding walking into that apartment because of how emotional it is. Nelson's husband has been sleeping at the hospital, and the daughters have been at his sister's place. Opening the door to this apartment is extremely difficult.
It's blood on, even on my daughter's bassinet, there's blood on there. There's blood everywhere.
Blood from a mass shooting 2 months ago that left 7 shot, and this 20-year-old mother, Jessica Nelson, in the ICU, fighting to stay alive. That blood and those bullet holes are finally getting cleaned up by the maintenance crews at Eureka Gardens. The management team has now said that they are going to clean up in there. Did you guys attempt to clean up at all?
No.
Why is that?
It was too hard to walk in there. Like I said, just the memory of that night plays back over and over again.
News 4 Jax reached out to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Officials there told us they would check up on the property management company about the family's request 6 weeks ago to have the place cleaned and to have her 2 babies and her husband transferred to a different housing project. Today, the management team reached out by phone to Jessica's mother, Brenda Nelson, claiming it never received a request. But Nelson denies that.
Someone in your office told me that she could just put in her 30-day notice that you didn't transfer to other apartments, nor did you transfer out of the project.
Nelson says the management team believes this was a miscommunication, but she says 2 months to get this resolved is too long, especially after what her daughter and their family has been through.
It's pretty sad, actually, that it took it going on the news and someone else to see it and brought to her attention before anybody did anything. It's really sad.
Is moving into another unit at least a temporary option for Jess, you think?
Very temporary. I mean, why would she want to still live here?
Now, while we were out here, the management company did come over to the apartment to take a look inside. They told us they were not authorized to be on camera, so we did stop rolling so they could talk with the family and hopefully resolve all of this. But I will tell you that no arrests have been made in this shooting, and the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says that they believe 3 people were involved in the shooting that night. If you have any information, you are encouraged to call Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous, and that number is 1-866-845-TIPS. For now, we're live. Heather Lee, Channel 4, the local station.